Hi, welcome to the Pilates Lab. We are in our Inside Out Challenge. My name is Nzingah, and I am your host. I am an experienced 500-hour yoga teacher, as well as an apprentice for a Pilates Comprehensive certification. So it's day 2 in our challenge, and today's exercise is the roll-up. The roll-up is great for increasing abdominal strength, as well as finding more flexibility and articulation through the spine. It's also one of those exercises that can be really difficult to find. And so this is definitely one that if you can, I'd ask you to grab a towel or a rolled up yoga mat that you'll be able to use, and I'll show you how to use that. Oftentimes, those of us who have a little bit more flesh in the back have a space between our low back and the ground when we're trying to articulate up, and that just gives us the support we need to articulate up without finding this exercise super difficult. And so this is just one of those quick cheat props. I don't like to call it a cheat prop. It's a supportive prop to allow you to access this exercise and then build up the abdominal strength and all those other things that you need for the roll up. So let's get started. I'm going to ask you to stand up and we're going to do some breathing exercises. You can keep your feet hip distance apart or bring them together and just take a moment to close your eyes and take a few breaths in and out through your nose, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. And do that a few more times, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And just take a moment to connect with how you feel today. Noticing the sweet spots that feel really good and amazing. And just noticing those places that are calling for compassion and kindness. Set an intention for today's session. And when you're ready, open your eyes and bring your hands to belly. So we're going to do that belly breathing, diaphragmatic breathing that we did before, but this time we're going to do it standing, so it may feel quite different here. So you're going to bring your hands to your abdominals, and on your inhale, bring your fingertips together to touch like your middle finger. On your inhale, fill that belly up with air through your nose, and on your exhale, pull the belly back in. Inhale through the nose, and give me that heart out of a hush for your exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Give me one more. Inhale and exhale. And so then let's find that lateral breathing that we're playing with, especially in roll up. It's one of the ones that we're going to lean on to help us find a nice long breath. So you're going to bring your hands to the lower part of your ribs, and on your inhale, breathe into those hands, feeling those ribs come apart, and on your exhale, wrap those ribs back in. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more, just like that. Inhale, pressing the ribs into the hands. Inhale as well. It's pressing through the back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Open the umbrella and close the umbrella. All right, so now we're gonna do standing roll downs. And if you think about it, it's a roll up, but in a standing position. So you're going to bring your feet about hip distance apart. You're gonna lift your arms up towards the ceiling, and you're gonna elevate and depress your shoulders down and up. 4, 5. Inhale as you lift. Exhale, press it down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Press the shoulders down. Start to curl, roll down. Think about articulating down and through your spine, rolling up and over a ball, almost like a waterfall, softening your knees as you come closer to the ground if your hamstrings are not ready for this. And then roll up, pulling through your abdominals to bring you all the way up. Think about keeping your head in the picture frame, and the picture frame is your arms. All right, lift those shoulder blades away up towards the ceiling and then press them back down and start to bring your chin towards your chest like you have an orange in between your chin and your chest. You're not dumping into the chest, but you're engaging. Yeah. And then roll it back up on your inhale. Stacking one vertebrae on top of each other. Give me 2 more just like that. So press those shoulder blades back down. Exhale, roll down, scooping as you roll. Rounding through the shoulders, pulling navel to spine. Keep rounding, keep rounding, keep rounding, just like that. And then lift up, pulling through your core. Think about your abdominals helping you lift up here. Inhale. We're going to go down for 13. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, halfway there, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Bring your hands onto the ground, walk it out, and bring your knees onto the ground. So from here, we're going to do a few cat-cows. I'm tucking the toes here. Scoop and round the spine, bringing the chin towards the chest. And then arch through the low back, dropping the belly down, rolling the shoulders down and back, and look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, scoop, rounding the spine, pulling the pubic bone towards you. Abdominals are really active here. And on your next inhale, arching through the low back, pulling the sits bones out away from you, looking up towards the ceiling. Can you do that one more time? This time, just really think about scooping, pulling the pubic bone towards you, pulling through the abdominals, rounding the spine, pulling the chin towards the chest. And then one more on the other side. Finding the arch through the low back, pulling the tailbone out away from you. And then you're going to cross at your shins, or whatever resonates with you, and start to meet me with your hips and feet on the ground. You're going to walk your hands down your thighs to bring you all the way down. And we're going to do a few couple pelvic clocks here. So you're going to find your 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Again, when I say scoop, you want to think about pulling some ice cream towards you. So pubic bone is going towards you. Low back is starting to find its way to the ground. And when I say unscoop, which is on the inhale, you want to think about creating that mouse house, and your pubic bone is going away from you. All right, exhale. 12 o'clock, inhale. 6 o'clock, exhale. 12. Inhale, 6. Do that a few more times here. And let's add on from here. You're just going to do a 3-9 shift right here. 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock. And then let's take it all the way around, going from your 12 to your 3 to your 6 to your 9. 12, 3, 6, 9. And take it in the opposite direction for your circles. It's a very small movement here. It's not as large as some of the other movements that we do. All right, awesome. Okay, so you're going to roll to the right side of the mat, press into the ground with the left hand, and you're going to come back up. We're going to do half roll downs here. So you're going to bring your hands behind your thighs, and you're going to, on your inhale, pull the abdominals and lengthen through the spine. And then you're going to scoop like we did through that pelvic clock to roll halfway down. You want to think about letting your arms lengthen here. And then on your inhale, you're going to pull up and lengthen the spine back up as you come back up. So again, inhale, exhale, press the shoulder blades down, scoop, navel to spine here, and pull back, rolling back, finding this nice round spine. And on your inhale, unscoop. So you're finding the other side, going towards your 6 o'clock as you find length through your spine. Exhale. Shh. Inhale. And can we use the abdominals here to help you move back some more? Inhale. Optional add-on here is extend the arms out. Meet me halfway down. Inhale, come back up and lengthen. You can continue to hold behind the legs here, halfway roll down. And then come all the way back up. All right, extend those legs out. We're gonna play with what my teacher calls I'm a mummy. So you're gonna flex those toes towards the ceiling, push the back of the hamstrings into the earth, and you're gonna lean back. And then you're gonna come back up like your I'm a mummy is what she says, all right? So you're gonna lean back, straight spine, and inhale, come back up. Exhale, lean back. Inhale, come back up. You got 2 more just like that. Exhale, lean back. Inhale. Exhale, hold it here for 5. Keep pressing the back of the legs into the floor for 3. What are your shoulders doing? Are they collapsing toward you? Are they reaching up towards your ears? Can you keep pressing them actively down? And then come back up. Now, for the full, we're getting into the full exercise here. And what I want you to consider is to start off with this mat, particularly if you have a little space between your back when you lay on the ground without finding your neutral. This is going to really support you in the full exercise. All right, so you want this about that low back space when you're on the ground. You're going to walk your hands back, down, and we're going to do half roll-ups. We're going to keep those knees bent. Inhale the hands above your chest. Lift the head up slightly. Act like you have an orange between your chin and your chest and you don't want to crush it. And on your exhale, come up halfway. And then slowly come back down. All right, let's do that again. Inhale the hands up. Lift the head up slightly. Get that strong grip with the orange between your chin and your chest and curl up halfway. And then let it go, hands come down. Inhale the arms up, lift the head up slightly, exhale, curl up and over. Shh. And we're gonna let it go. We got 2 more just like that. Inhale the hands up, lift the head up slightly. Exhale, curl up. And we have one last one. Inhale, lift the head up slightly, exhale, curl up halfway. And then let it go. All right, so that was half roll downs and half roll ups. Now we're gonna do the full roll up. And so a roll up is you roll all the way up and then you're gonna roll all the way down, okay? So we're gonna start with the bent knee position and then we're gonna do the full position after a few rounds of the bent knees. You have the option here to get rid of the mat. But again, if when you lie on your back and you typically have a space between your low back and the ground, this mat or a rolled towel will be your best friend. All right, inhale your hands up, lift the head up slightly, exhale, curl up and over, and then double exhale towards the feet. And then scoop and roll all the way down, bending your knees as you go down, pressing the hands back into the ground. That was excellent. All right. Great first start. Let's try that again. Inhale the hands up, lift the head up slightly, exhale, curl up and over. Now extend those legs out, double exhale, past the toes. Scoop using your core to roll you down. And you can start to bend your knees as you're going down and then let it go. We got one more just like that. Inhale. Lift the head up slightly, exhale, curl up and over, bending, reaching, rounding through the shoulders, reaching past the toes, and then pulling back through your abdominals. Can you go just a little bit slower as you bend those knees and you're coming down and release. All right, now we're gonna extend those legs all the way out. Now with the legs all the way out, you may notice that this mat may be a little bit too large, so you might need to make it smaller by unraveling it or bringing a towel in, or you can take this all the way out It's warmed up a little bit. So meet me on your back if you're not there already. Inhale the hands up, lift the head up slightly, exhale, curl up and over, double exhale towards the feet. Shh, shh, and then roll it down. This is our full roll up, pressing the hands down into the ground. Inhale the hands up, lift the head up slightly, exhale, curl up and over, double exhale past the toes, shh, shh, and then roll it down. Bringing the hands down to the ground. And we have 2 more. Inhale the hands up. All right. And lift the head up slightly. Curl up and over. Again. Shh, shh. If that was really difficult without the mat, just bring a towel in or just bring the mat back in to support the roll up. It gets better with time, I promise you. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Shh. Double exhale past the toes. Shh, shh. Roll it down, roll it down, roll it down, roll it down. And then bring your knees into your chest. Gently rock side to side. Roll to the right side of your mat. Press that left hand into the ground and come up to a seated position. Take a moment just to take in what we did for the roll-ups. And when that roll-up shows up in your mat Pilates, or your Pilates mat class, or even on the reformer, because sometimes we do some roll-ups and roll-downs on the reformer or the Cadillac, you want to think about maybe finding that support by bringing a little towel underneath if you found that that was something that you needed here. Again, props are here to support us. They're also here to make things a little juicier. And let me know how that felt. And I look forward to seeing you on day 3. Have a great day.